It's just amazing out here how many people love Eric and have joined this and said they wanted to be here for him, and how many people said they literally grew up with him. And Sharice and Katie, how many times have you gone out on an interview or gone to eat somewhere, became friends with someone and invited yourself to their villa in Italy? I can tell you zero for me.
Zero.
But that's all.
That can only happen with Eric Paulsen.
Only Eric Paulsen. And only Al Copeland, apparently, which is unbelievable. That story made me laugh so much. And just because I think that I could absolutely see that happening.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting, Meg? You talk about that story that everybody says they grew up watching him.
Yeah.
I could never tell Eric that I grew up watching
No,
him
he'd be
because
offended.
he would be so offended because he would say I was calling him old. And I said, I watched you when I was a little girl. And now I'm your colleague. So, I mean, he would be so offended. But, man, we are going to miss him so much. And the energy is crazy down here, Meg, as well.
It is. It is wonderful. You know, we're seeing lots of familiar faces down here on Rampart Street.
Yeah.
We saw, you know, former producer Dominic Massa, Melissa James crossing the street, Sophia Hackett.
Yes.
You know, all these people who, you know, just have known Eric for decades, worked with him for more than a decade.
Including
and just
Carla
love him.
Redondo, who's down there as well. There was a colleague that shared a really endearing story about Eric last Saturday. We're going to go to Alyssa Curtis now, continuing our coverage as we get ready for this big second line parade for our Eric Paulsen. Alyssa, what do you got?
Guys, we are in the thick of it. This party, because that's really what it is. It is a party for Eric. There are so many people out here, and it just shows how much people loved Eric. I've been standing on the corner waiting for the second line to start, and I can't go a minute without someone coming up and saying, I loved Eric, had a story about Eric, and that's just who he was. He was such a big personality. So many people watched him and grew up with him. I have Kirsten here with me. Kirsten, you talked to me about how you grew up watching Eric. What did Eric mean to you?
Eric was like a part of our family. He woke us up in the mornings before school, got my parents off to work on time, and you know, I just, it doesn't feel real. This does not feel like we're out here really doing this for Eric Paulsen, because I watched that broadcast when he told us that he was gonna go, you know, take care of his health and then come back. And we were all thinking, like you all, we thought he was coming back, but we're sending him home now, you know? And this is everything I expected, because I go to every second line. I don't miss nothing, and this is true New Orleans.
Why was it so important for you to come out here and celebrate Eric in this way?
Eric raised me. This is like a family member. Like, you just cannot, if you grew up watching Channel 4 News in the morning, there is no way you could not be out here. Like, no, it's just not an option. I had to be out here. Like, I was asking questions about when was the second line, and I didn't even know they had prepared one. I just was joking, and somebody commented and said it's Tuesday at 6, and I'm like, what? So yeah, this is supposed to be done, because Eric was the heartbeat of New Orleans. Even though he worked behind that desk, he was a part of this community. Because if you ever saw him out in the streets, like, he allowed you to treat him like a regular person and not a celebrity, and I like that about him.
Well, I appreciate you for sharing some kind words, and that is just a glimpse into what I've heard today. So many people, again, have come up to me to talk about whether it was a funny moment they saw on the morning news, or when they saw him out at Jazz Fest, or whatever it may be. Every single person just has such a great memory and impact that Eric made on their lives, and I think this was the perfect way to send him off. We're waving our Eric handkerchiefs out here and dancing along the streets, just like he would want, just like he deserves. So we're having a party, we're celebrating Eric's life, just how he lived. Absolutely, we're living like Eric. Eric, we love you, rest in peace, rest in peace. So many people love Eric. We're gonna head to the station. We're Eric's wife. We're dancing our way down to Rampart Street. You guys might even hear us soon. So I'll send it back to you guys. I'm gonna keep dancing. Woo!